All right, and welcome everyone. I know that we're a bit late here today, but we're missing part of our party. The the elf rogue known as Shadow Wolf has decided to run away and meets the battle, or as most of us say, he entered the interdimensional outhouse that for some reason appears and is there for in case of emergencies of bathroom use. But regardless of which, he is currently not going to be in play today. So his character is going to be like, if anyone's ever seen The Gamers, he is Mark the Red. He's there, but not really. And everyone forgets about him all the time. That's a fun show. Before we begin,
who?
what's up?
I said, wait, who?
Mark the Red from The Gamers.
I know, I'm joking. Like,
Who?
everyone forgets he's there.
Nobody cares about you, Tobey. You don't get any of our references because you're too young. Anyway.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. Anywho.
Actually, I do think I've watched The Gamers with Tobey here, so...
Then how does he... Never mind. I'll have a bunch of questions to ask about that later. Anyhow, moving on.
How many questions at full time?
Anyway, over to the right side of my screen here, where a guy is apparently talking and mumbling to himself, is my friend SpartaChris. SpartaChris, would you like to introduce yourself and go from there?
I am SpartaChris. I am playing Athar the Wizard, the worshipper of Kethys, the god of magic.
And potential cannon fodder. Alright, moving over to my next person, Witch King.
Hello, I am the Witch KingofTsamra, and I am playing Alaric Westmain, the human fighter.
And the undefeated champion over there, down to the lower left-hand side of the screen.
Hi, I'm Tobey. I'll be playing Renee, and I'm gonna try not to die today.
Somehow I don't see how that's like not a hard concept for you since you haven't died any other day.
I said try, okay?
All right. Give it that. Okay, they are about to enter the town of Risendorph. If you guys remember, man, I wish I had time to piece together cutscenes from the first time that Risendorph got taken over and all the stuff, and just do a complete preview of what happened. Technically, about 13-14 months ago. In game, the orcs took the town of Risendorph over, killed all the humans. They either fled or were killed or were enslaved, and now this ragtag team of misfits is about to get it back. However, they discovered, which has probably made Shadow Wolf practically run away screaming, because he has estimated that there is roughly about, because it's full of orcs, could be close to, given the size of the town, about 3,000.
And that
I just came up with an idea for where Alaric can come from and why he hasn't traveled or come back.
Okay.
Risendorph, this is where he's from.
Yeah, that would explain a lot. So now, the team last session made a plan, and now they're about to execute it as they take on the first wave of orcs. They're beginning to enter the town.
All doomed.
This is where Alaric is on standby, ready to back up. While Greenie is approaching the town wearing the God of Gore garments. He is showing them that he's going to worship, that he's worshiping the God of War, the Orc God of War, to win over the orcs. But first, he must get past the first wave of orc perimeters and have them agree that he is a true follower.
Oh fuck, that's gonna be hard. He is wearing his armor. It's kind of like a Templar-like look, armor and robes. Gonna be fun.
Oh, as close as you can get that with orc armor.
He's not wearing orc armor.
He's wearing regular.
Orc armor is somewhat good, but it's like really shoddily made. So
I'm wearing green.
You have actually a pendant of the God of Gore, which is, if I remember correctly, it's a fiery sword, a sword that's on fire. The garments are kind of, they can't see the garments fully because you got the armor over the garments, but the colors of gore are definitely protruding. They can definitely see that you are a follower of gore.
All right, so Greeny's approaching with
Alark with his hands bound, which will make spellcasting extremely hard, if not impossible.
Oh
no, Alaric or Athar?
Yeah, he is. He's not bound at all. He's there as my.
I thought Athar was the one who was going to be bound.
Yeah, but you said Alaric.
Yeah.
Did I? Oh, I meant Athar. Sorry.
No. The idea is Athar's not bound. He's my slave. He comes with me in fear. He knows better than to try anything.
Fair enough. All right. So you are approaching unsneakily. So because you're not sneaking, you do actually see orcs. 2 orcs. They're currently holding like. Let me show you. Let me see if I can make sure I get this right. You see them holding like a weirdly, oddly orc-shaped or orc-fashioned Felchion. And they're both battle ready. They are actually wearing piecemeal armor, where it's multiple armors just fashioned together, various metals, and just like holding onto cloth and whatnot, and probably what looks to be fur. At least you hope it's fur, not skin of something else. So they look kind of gruesome. So you approach, and now have we decided we're approaching during the day or at night?
Approaching during the day.
During the day. Okay, so everyone is going to be suffering. So all orcs currently at this time is going to be suffering. If I'm not mistaken, let me see. -2 to something. I can't figure out what. Hang on a second.
It was -1 to all combat rolls.
That sounds familiar.
Let's see. -1 penalty to hit rolls when fighting in daylight areas. Yep. So everyone does suffer that. Okay, so here we go. And suddenly, as you approach the orcs, they look at you, snarl, and go, "Who goes there?"
I am. In Orcish, he responds, "I am Karg." I'm trying to think what to say. Sorry. He's going to say, he is Karg. I come with my slave, for I hear there's a great army here, and I wish to fight amongst you, if not try to lead you. As a, can I try to say champion of gore?
You could totally do that.
Yeah, as a champion of gore.
Okay. You're going to have to give me a charisma roll.
I have my monstrous features and tusks to hopefully help.
Let's find out.
What do the orcs think of half-orcs? No, wait, he's not a half-orc, he's an orc.
No, he's a full orc, so I don't think that would help because they're not really, like, that kind of works against non-orc characters more than anything.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would help, make him look more orcish, so he's an orc among orcs.
Well, I mean, I can't argue that. So why don't we let's see here. Let me tell you what you're gonna set up here with. Let's see, sir.
I rolled.
Attack rolls. -2 to reaction. Okay. All right. Give me a roll and tell me what you got. And
I rolled
my prime.
No, it's not.
Okay. Go ahead.
I rolled
What'd you roll?
a 17.
17. And add your charisma to it?
But I don't think I have a charisma modifier.
Do you have a minus to it at least, or no? Or
No.
is it zeroed out? Okay, awesome. And then...
Does he have his level?
Yeah, he adds his level.
Okay, cool.
Add my level, so 17 plus my level is going to be 21.
21. Okay. All right.
I didn't know I had my... Forgot about that.
You need to roll me right now, sir, a d12.
Hold on, let me see if I have a D12.
Always trust the ever
I don't have a D12.
random dice roller on Discord.
That's what I have to do.
Wait till
Good luck.
Wait till Foundry next year. I gotta work more on that this week.
Awesome.
Yeah, we should be.
Yay.
Oh, 1.
And a half.
Just a 1.
Just a 1. Yeah. That's it. Just a 1.
Just a 1.
All right.
It's in the dark.
All right. Well, the fates are not on your side today. I'm gonna say that right now. Both the orcs laugh, and before you know it, one of the swords went and strikes this large, like it strikes this large like pan thingy. Like you know how you had the gong. It's like a gong, but it's an orc shaped gong, and they just strike it, and all of a sudden, you hear things rustling around in town, and he's like, we're gonna take him prison. We're gonna take him and his human slave prisoner.
I'm just gonna shoot daggers at.
Hold on. Hold on. Before can he, because he knows a little bit of oak culture. Can he issue the what's it called? Challenge.
Yep. And let me see something real quick.
Gonna issue challenge. How dare you? How dare you do this? I issue challenge in the name of Gore.
And what challenge would that be?
Either challenge the chieftain or challenge these two right in front of me.
Give me a charisma roll to see if they honor this said challenge.
All who stand my way.
All right, charisma roll.
Hold on. Adding level, right?
Yep.
Okay. 23.
23. All right. So you suddenly hear, "Who dares to issue the challenge of one-on-one Mortal Kombat?" And you guys see this big, hulking orc coming out from the center of the city. He's actually very well dressed for an orc. He's wearing a steel breastplate. And he has no weapons on him whatsoever, but he is wearing some gauntlets. And he's wearing some fur boots. And he's dressed in all kinds of jewelry, and he's coming with a cape. He's dressed like the king of the orcs, and he's like, "My name is Grimalkin, and you challenge my authority of my own clan?"
I am Karg. Gore, I am here to take your spot.
Karg, follower of Gorg. Gore. Excuse me. I said Gorg. Oops. Give me 1 second, though. I have...
The orcs might be at his name, because Karg means runt in Orcish.
Yeah, and actually, you're kind of a famous orc, actually, among the Greyspear clan, because you went missing, and they know that you were raised by halflings.
Cool.
Especially Grimalkin. Grimalkin was probably not quite chief when you were younger, but he is chief now. He's like, "All right. So you are going to challenge me in one-on-one combat."
Yeah. Yes.
He looks around, and any sniveling orcs get in the way, I will have your heads on a spear and your hide for breakfast. Let's go to the center of town if you dare. Meanwhile, where's Alark during all this?
Alark is probably in the shrubbery or the bushes or whatever nearby.
Okay.
Just like, oh shit, what's gonna happen now?
Shit's going down.
Going down for real.
So, all right, Karg, or should I say, unworthy runt. Pick your weapons and armor wisely, as I've chosen mine.
I have the weapons on me. His armor, his pavis, his weapon.
Meanwhile, Athar is currently sitting between two orcs,
Yes.
watching this unfold.
I'm just sitting there praying to Kethys.
Please go.
I am praying to Yenna and maybe even Gore.
Well, let's see how this goes down. All right. We start with initiative rolls. Let's see who goes first.
Yes, sir.
I should let you know that Alaric would have been trying to sneak with Shadow Wolf's help to get to the center of town, at least nearby, to watch it all play out instead of staying outside of town, watching all the orcs mill about.
I love your enthusiasm of sneaking, even though you don't have the ability to. But do you have dexterity at least as a prime?
I do.
Give it to me.
Okay.
I mean the roll, not anything else, sir. That kind of came out kind of abrupt.
Hey, give it to him. He wants it.
That's a 20.
Oh wow,
Woo.
nat 20 or dirty?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're
Not a
sneaking
dirty
around
20.
there.
This is a nat 20, and I had my level, so 25.
Well, regardless of which, it was nat 20. Every orc, you're seeing a massive horde of orcs, and you're sneaking around among them. You're in the crowd. Like, basically, if they discover who you are dead. There is no way you're getting out. And
Probably because I'm wearing human greater expert full chain suit and like all the human stuff, and
well, no one has ever challenged Gremlkin in quite some time, so this is kind of an interesting thing to see if Rainey has the nards to really. I'm going to put it like that. The big set in his pants to take care of this.
Do orcs have
Alcoholics.
4 testicles like the Krogans do in Mass Effect?
I'm not
My
gonna,
next question-
I'm not answering that question due to the fact that I'm keeping this stream kind of clean.
My question is, why do you want to know?
You say, do you have the quads for it?
Oh my god.
What do we add to the roll? Is it just dex, or do you add your level?
Nope, you just add dex.
So 11 total.
All right, you get to go first, sir.
Oh yeah.
All right, Grady's going to go first. You ready for battle? You see him as the gauntlets are just. He's just going to take you on with his fist, and all he's wearing is gauntlets.
Okay.
So
So
literally, he's going to face you in Mortal Kombat.
what kind of armor is he wearing?
Some really nice steel breastplated armor.
I get +2.
Give it your best shot.
I'm going to try. I'm just making sure. Is it chain, plate, or scale mail?
No.
No. But it's so what armor is it exactly? Sorry, I'm trying to.
It's a steel breastplate. A fine piece of work of steel breastplate.
So it's plate.
What's up?
It's plate.
Yes.
So I do get a +2.
Okay, give me a roll.
Is it to damage or is it to what is it? Sorry, I'm trying to look at the.
Okay, give me a second. I think it's only +2 to. Hang on a second. What's this one for specifically?
Back to Corbin too. This weapon gets a +2 when used against chain, plate, or scale armor.
Oh, okay, all right. I believe that's just a +2 to hit.
+2 to hit. Okay.
Yep.
So was +10, so it's a +11 to hit.
Okay, give me a roll.
14.
14 is a miss. He completely blew out your blade.
Wait, do I add my level?
No.
No. Okay.
No. Yep.
Then, wait. Do I add my strength modifier?
Yes.
Or is that? Well, no. That's already being added. I think by you.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's 14.
What'd you do?
And
Roll
I'm
14, or did you roll like 11 then add your strength modifier?
No, I added a 3 and then I added the 11.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, so nope. That
And I'm attacking him from 10 feet away because my weapon's really long.
he still blocks it regardless, and he still has movement range.
Yeah, no.
All right. All right. Actually, I gotta check that. All right. Well, he's gonna move in range. He's gonna move in range of you. So he's like, so as he blocks, he uses the shaft, and he just slides his hand right down it, like nothing, and he's just smiling at you in a most evil, dastardly smile.
Okay.
We're doomed.
Yeah, no.
Does a 19 hit you?
No, it does not.
All right. So he tries to hit you, and he hits you right through the shield.
My turn?
Yep.
Nat 20.
All right. Let's see here. Give me 1 second.
Can I aim for the head?
On a nat 20, you have to call that shot before you do that because it does take because when you try to aim for the head, it is a minus. It's a -8 to your modifier regardless.
I get it.
But I will allow it regardless.
So, what do I roll?
At least this round. Give me 1 second. You gotta do another D20. But don't add anything to it. This is just face value D20.
All right. A 16.
16. All right. What's your max damage that you can do if you were to roll it?
If I were to roll it, it would be 10 plus. Hold on. Trying to think. 10 plus his strength, which is 4, plus his weapon proficiency and fighting thing. So I think it's.
Hang on, I got it right here because that's just adding too much. I actually have this written down.
I think it's 15.
15? Okay, I think you're right.
It says it's 6 to 15.
Mm-hmm.
It might be 16 though, if it's because he has 2 weapon masteries.
Oh no. One of them only does. One of them is for both hitting and damage, and one's just for hitting.
Okay.
All right, so 15. Okay.
Do I roll anything?
Nope. I gotta do something.
Okay. Because I'm gonna use his fighting feature to see if I can't attack a second time.
Hang on, just a second. Oh, that works. So, oh, wait a minute. Nope. Well, goddamn it. That follows within these rules here. He lets go of the Becton Corbin, and you completely decapitate him.
Can we add a little bit of? Can I add some flavor to it?
You can add whatever flavor you want. Go right ahead.
Just don't add too much because then John, early in tabletop, he might screw your crit up.
Yeah.
Tread lightly,
So,
maybe? I don't know.
So
Go ahead.
I try to he uses his teeth to rip his head off.
Okay. All right. So you struck him right in the neck, like the jugular neck, and then you just go right up there and you just use the tusks and just shred him.
Yeah.
And Athar is just sitting to the sidelines with eyes as big as dinner plates.
And then he spits out his neck with his head decapitated and goes, "Bow to your king." He yells that to the crowd.
Alaric is quietly clapping to himself.
Well,
he's seeing.
all the orcs do bow to you because you actually defeated them.
Take me to my.
That was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna grab him because now his body is my loot, and I'm gonna say, "Take me to my chambers."
And he, well, that's what they totally do, and you guys erupt in a wonderful party.
I like to
I'm just, I'm just imagining orc women now dancing around half naked.
I'm imagining the Stone Age people in Chrono Trigger where they're like having a drinking contest and they're dancing and everything.
Yeah. What are his gauntlets special at all?
Yeah, they are actually. So is everything else he's wearing.
I'll be taking that all.
All right. The gauntlets are gauntlets of strength. So when you wear them, they give you a +3 to your strength score.
Holy shit! Okay.
Yep, that happens. He's got boots. Actually, let's you can have the gauntlets. Everything else we are going to split up in the loot party, and you guys have a massive party for the night.
Yeah.
But the thing that we have to know is Greenie going to give the town back to the humans of Evermore?
He's gonna try to do that, but he has to get the orcs out first.
Hey, he's got to find some way of convincing the orcs to go
Leave?
to leave and go someplace else.
I mean,
Is there is it
essentially you're the leader now. You are the leader, so they're looking for leadership.
Yes, but a leader can only hold for as long as he holds respects of those that follow him.
If he tried to tell them go back home and never return, how would they respond?
Actually, very well.
Okay.
Grimkin was a very renowned king. He was a very renowned clan leader, and there's a reason why he was also very renowned.
May I know why? I'm going to try and learn more about this tribe through the night of partying.
He had 6 magical items on him. One was the gauntlets of strength. He also had the boots of speed, an amulet of health, a hat of knowledge, a cape of wisdom, and a steel breastplate of leadership. Each one that he picked off of multiple people, such as possible orcs, potential humans, elves, even gnomes and halflings, and even other people, and that he's actually been the undefeated warrior right up until now.
Question: does he have multiple wives and concubines that now Greenie is in charge of?
Yes. I mean, they will do anything that Greenie says at this point. He's the leader. He won in Mortal Kombat. They're not very honorable in a lot of ways, but in this way, they're not going to question him because they're afraid that he can just eliminate them.
So, after the partying is over, he's going to talk with Athar and Alaric. Privately, chambers, and he's also going to order the humans be released, if there are any survivors.
There are.
All the humans are to be brought to his tent.
Okay,
or his home.
Yep, they do that. There's not many left.
Okay. Yeah. He then has his 2 compatriots join him, and he says, I wish to be, after the festivities is over, he says, I wish to be left alone for the night, and I will see you all in the morrow.
They agree. And
okay.
you're not in a tent. You're in the massive city hall of Risendorph. Yeah. Risendorph has a city hall that's multi-floor. It's the biggest piece of structure they have in this small town.
All right.
I can just kind of.
Oh my god, that was stressful.
I can just kind of see it funny as to some of the newly widowed orc concubines and wives to the former leader, like, but what about our consummation?
First and foremost, that's going to happen regardless.
God damn it.
He right now is having a moment and celebrating his victory in secret, but they will have the consummation on the next following day. Sorry, I don't know what you expected. An orc leader holds the highest rank. Since you kind of became leader, we should talk about retiring your character.
Huh? What if he chooses a successor instead?
I mean, could he possibly choose a second command to run the show when he's away?
Like a regent?
He could actually. He very much could.
Though he would have to choose someone that he trusts, because that regent could possibly become a threat to his.
Well, yeah, and right now that would not be the best thing.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about that later after I give you your rewards on the next session.
Yes.
Which you
No.
may or may not like, but you'll get over it.
Well, he'll become a cool, badass NPC if he retires.
I'm not retiring, Greenie. It's too much fun.
Could be that one of Greenie's new, I guess, like if the previous leader had any kids, one of Greenie's new sons or daughters could replace him in the party.
Uh-huh.
No. No. So continue. Now that we're blown into the thing, we're gonna talk in character. Holy shit! That we succeeded.
I can't believe you. Okay. You know what? I
haven't known you much, Greenie. But come here, man. That's awesome. He gets him in a bear hug that a human can do. But
he hugs you back.
Yeah, you're probably taller than him, so he's probably around your waist or something.
Oh no, he bends over, picks you up, and bear hugs you. It's gonna hurt.
Oh, praise be to Kethes for the victory.
Praise be to all the gods of good and law.
Thank you, Yenna. So the humans are there. How are they responding?
Right now they're just happy that they're released from their
imprisonment.
Pretty much.
Hi, I'm Greenie.
To be honest, they're a bit confused that Grimalkin was easily defeated when it was this actual clan that was able to take the land so easily.
Grimalkin must have been really cocky and decided to really screw up at this point in time.
Yes. They forgot about Karg. No, but, so, I plan to release you all to freedom. I don't know if you can stay in Risendorph, because it's kind of ruined.
We can repair it. Many of us are builders and carpenters.
Perfect. That's perfectly fine by me. I plan to give the town back to the people. The issue right now is, what do I do with a tribe that I don't really want to lead?
So all political leaders that were in this town have been actually killed and beheaded, and they inform you that the mayor was actually killed and beheaded, as well as any political leaders of including their offspring and wives. So,
does Alaric recognize anyone in the crowd that he would know from his days being in this village?
I will answer that question in a minute. Let me finish my sentence here.
Okay.
You probably recognize like some of these people are like, it's been like 14 months, and when you originally fled 14 months ago, because you were one of the people who escaped, you probably don't know some of them, because if anyone fought back, they were killed. There was no mercy.
Well, remember the backstory that I had was Alaric was fleeing from a forced marriage.
Oh, that's true too.
So he probably left like a year or two before the invasion.
Maybe. With that the case, there's probably not anyone who would recognize you, or you would recognize them. However,
Plot twist says former fiancés among the living.
Oh, I'm taking it.
No.
I'm taking it. It's done.
Do it.
It's done. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, guys. We'll get Chris back, because
hey, you've already made me have to walk around in my underwear and almost killed me. So this is my revenge.
Oh, that is true. Nope. This is nope. You'll get yours too. So Greenie is in a forced position he doesn't want to be in, but somehow has to get out of it. Alaric does recognize his fiancée among them, and she goes, "So you've returned to your home."
Oh no.
Awkward.
Greenie goes, I'm gonna give you guys some privacy.
I'll be with Greenie.
So
What, I want a piggyback ride?
Sure.
So
You get on my shoulder.
your fiance, as they are walking out, Alaric's fiance begins explaining on how not only did you run out, you ran out on the day of their marriage, leaving her at the altar, coming down to who was one of your friends that is now dead that dressed up as you just to make your escape.
Well, to be fair, you and I, we never got along during childhood, and our parents made us get married, and I don't see any benefit that either of us families would have except that your sister and my uncle were childhood friends.
Okay, first off, I'm sorry that I'm a bit of a forceful of a woman, but I never really had much of a mother figure, and I was taking care of my dad while taking care of the farm as my mom died at childbirth. So yes, I'm sorry that I tend to dominate and look more manly than I should, but I'm sorry for that, but that's still no reason to leave me at the altar. You could have just broken it off at any time, and I would have never forced you to go with it. But no, instead, we had to have the wedding, the mayor was there, doing the consummation on that, and you totally left me and embarrassed my entire family.
Was there a high priest or priestess that was supposed to oversee the wedding?
Oh yeah, there was. It was definitely the one of the priests, one of the human priests. It was probably oh god, I can't. Let me choose again.
It was played by the guy who was in The Princess Bride, who's going to marry Princess Buttercup.
Highway, highway, highway.
No. It was the priest from freaking Men in Tights. Okay, but he was a follower
Hey,
of the
Abbott.
But the problem that he had is he was also a worshiper of goddess of valor and honor, Era.
Ooh.
So, yeah. So I had to explain that. What do you have to say for yourself, Alaric? Running away and then coming back after all this time? Why'd you even really come back? Did you even come back to save the town?
Well, I did, in fact, actually.
Oh, okay. But not be with me because I like certain things and we just don't get along.
Is she at least beautiful?
Oh shit! Let me roll something for that.
Roll 5d6, drop the lowest 2.
Oh my god! Really?
Yeah, because she has to be like really beautiful, but like she just thinks she looks manly because
she has she has a death glare that even makes an orc kind of back off.
Don't stick your dick in crazy.
That's probably how she survived. Is that she just gave the orc king a death stare, and he's like, "Well, I like to stare. I'll have you as concubine."
Well, she has a charisma of 15.
Okay, so she's pretty good looking.
Yeah.
She's above average.
About a +1 above average, yes. So she's not bad at all. She just thinks she's manly because she had to take care of her dad, and because her mom passed away at childbirth with one of her siblings. She was kind of like, and she's the eldest among her family.
Well, how about this? And what's her name?
Oh, I gotta pick a name for her. We're gonna call her. You know what? I want to use this name. We're gonna call her. She is Mara, named after the goddess of mischief and lust.
Oh,
Mara. How about this? I will marry you, but you have to come live with me at the fortress down south.
So basically, you get a cook.
It's actually the fortress northeast.
Okay, to the east, not to the south. Sorry, my cardinal directions are messed up.
Well, I have nothing left here anyway, so if we do want to get married, I will be down for that. And I do forgive you. But
thank you.
And thank you for saving. I mean, after all, I gotta forgive you. You did save the entire town.
Excuse me, sorry to interrupt. I saved you.
Shut up, Greeny.
Greeny, come back out here. We're trying to give them a moment. Jeesh.
I hope you know that joke. I just thought it was funny.
I know.
You see Athar's hand reach up and grab Greeny's clothes and just pull him back out.
You can try.
All right.
I'll have to use Ox Strength to get him out there.
So as Alaric and Mara was talking and making up and stuff like that, she does promise Alaric. She goes, "I promise I will try and be a little bit better, but I will promise you this, that I will be the best wife I could be."
And I will try to be the best husband I can be.
Awesome. Meanwhile, out in the hallway, Greenie and Athar are having a conversation.
So what are you gonna do now that you're the king of an entire tribe of conquering orcs?
To be honest, I didn't think I'd get this far.
And, if I do recall correctly, you're supposed to marry all the wives of the former king, and take his concubines in, and also his kids.
Technically, that's right, but you're supposed to kill the kids.
Yeah, I think that's depending on what variation orc tribe you're from.
Orc Spear would kill the kid. Orc Spear would kill the kids. That's why the kids are not here.
Ah, so they basically ran off in fear.
Yeah. No. Actually, they're kept safe somewhere else.
Oh, probably back in the homeland.
They're kept safe.
So that way, when the kids get old enough and they hear about the death of their father, they could take revenge.
Yeah. Fun times.
No, so Greenie is gonna go, so honestly, I didn't think we'd get this far. I didn't think we'd survive. But
I wasn't expecting them to kneel so quickly.
Neither was I.
There's a reason. You guys are gonna find that one out later.
Yeah. So, thinking of a plan. I read.
Oh, hold on. Is Yenna a goddess of monogamy or polygamy?
Oh my god! So many questions. For her, actually, whoa, hold up a second. That is a good question because I think there was 3 goddesses that was involved in that. Let me look up Yenna, see if there's something in her backstory on that one, because I do have a whole page devoted to Yenna. There was actually 3 goddesses that were in polygamy.
Sorry, I need to know this before I give an answer.
Yep. Give me a second.
Let's see here.
No, she's in monogamy.
Monogamy. So I believe in marrying for love. I don't believe in polygamy. I don't believe in consorts. Difficult situation. I also don't want to kill people willy-nilly, but I have an idea. It's not a good idea, but it's an idea. So, I attempt to send them all back to the Badlands.
Might I propose that one of the former wives walks by and catches Greenie's eye?
No.
No.
Keep acting this out because I've got to cut you guys off at some point, but I'm not doing it yet.
Greenie's trying to have this conversation secretly.
Yes.
Well, you'll have to probably work on altering their culture because we can't have a band of warrior orcs running amok.
Yeah,
that's gonna require you actually taking leadership of them.
One idea is to have us all go to Redwood and try to incorporate orcs into Redwood, because Redwood's a very accepting town, but it might be difficult.
All of a sudden, Athar's hearing goes out. He is deaf.
Oh, wonderful.
And your vision begins to blur. But Greenie, that's not what you see. You don't see him trying to struggle to hear. You see his eyes are glowing. And you begin, as your eyes begin glowing, you begin lifting, your body begins suspending itself right in the air. As all of a sudden, you see nothing but stars. You're moving at like warp speed past several stars, coming to a constellation. You see a group of stars, and then you see this planet made of blue, green. You do see some areas that are sand, forests. You see humans.
Do I recognize the constellation? So
you do not. But you do recognize you start recognizing the well, you don't recognize all of them, but you recognize the constellations, and you think of one word: the Scourge. You see humans living side by side. You see humans with like beards that are kings. You even see humans that are females that are of many different cultures, and then just suddenly you see shadowy figures, 12 of them. Wait, is it 12? Yeah, 12 of them descending onto this planet, and war erupts. And one of these figures you recognize as you recognize a word, and on one of these figures you see one of these people saying, "Gemini killed us." They muttered it. They wrote Gemini.
Oh, wonderful. Do you want me to do another roll for Gemini?
No. You're having a vision. I'm explaining the vision.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm saying after the roll. Do you want after the vision?
And so Gemini is known as one of the 12 scourges that destroy planets. The vision's over, and you fall to the ground. But safe, softly, because you weren't that high up.
As I am holding you up.
A little dizzy there. That was unexpected, and that was a first.
Well, the spell you casted a while ago to search for find lost thoughts finally concluded.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Thank Kathy's, and we're doomed.
Are you saying I'm gonna need it?
Well, I just had a vision. Do you remember when we were down in the tomb or the under in the pyramid? And I decided to cast a spell to find out what that odd symbol was that we saw in the tomb.
Where you guys almost died? Is that the part?
Yes.
Yeah, Greenie wasn't there for when you guys almost died. Remember?
Well, he should have been there at least for when I started doing the spell to do the to find out what Gemini is.
No, Greenie showed up when we got out of the pyramid and we were in the snow.
Greenie missed one adventure in the pyramid, and that was one where you guys were going where you guys almost died, and you did the Pisces stuff. Greenie wasn't there for Pisces.
There was no Pisces. The one that Greenie missed was the naked women killing them profusely.
Yeah, the very end. So he would have been there. He would have been around for when I did the spell for the Gemini.
Okay, then yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
So I have just received a vision from a world far away that destroyed by these very powerful beings, and Gemini was among them, and I think they may be coming this way.
Fuck. Okay.
I think we need to contact the king of Paramoor and alert him.
Evermore. Paramoor's the whole world you're on.
Well, the kings of Paramoor.
Yeah, there's a whole separate continent you can't get to because you guys don't know about that.
Yeah,
for our limited knowledge, the kings of Paramoor are just the immediate ones that we know of that are on.
That's also just one continent. There could be at least 3 to 5 or more.
Yeah. So Green's gonna go this. Gonna say this. So let's deal with that later. We have a little bit more pressing matters to deal with. Currently.
Yes. Well, your leadership of this tribe makes it more important now. Because you may need to be the force to unify the orc tribe for when when Gemini comes.
No, I don't want to leave.
The gods have their own plans.
So do I. That would require me to leave my family behind. That's not happening. And for me to turn my back on all my beliefs. Not happening.
You don't have to turn your back on your beliefs. Just find a way to unify the tribes and change theirs.
That's a little harder to do.
Better get to it.
Funny. My goal is to get them out of this area, send them back to the Badlands. No. Ooh, I have idea. I get support vassal. And I know what I do. Idea. I give the tribe an order. Go and conquer the Badlands, then report back to me.
Could do that.
Just imagine that as this conversation is ending, Alaric walks out and is like, wait, what happened?
Great, I have idea. Now that we have an idea of what to do with Grey Spears, I have to think of an idea to get out of consummating multiple concubines.
And also, there's a greater threat along the horizon.
That too.
What is this, nuclear weekend? Oh wait, that doesn't exist.
So how many concubines did whatever his face's name was again? Just don't remember.
Let me find out.
Any human? Or are they all orc?
No, they're all orc. He had 12.
Fuck.
Wow. No, that's just concubines. What about wives?
They're part of the 12.
Okay.
He has 12 females that he constantly impregnates, and they're all his. They're all greenies now.
Fuck. I don't want them. They could lead the tribe for me as he used air quotes, as my wives to go and conquer the Badlands.
And can they do that?
In my name.
They totally could do that. They totally could do that.
Now, how would Greenie convince them to do so?
Easy. He would just tell them that's what he wants them to do.
I'm giving them an order.
Yep. He's the leader.
Okay.
Now, it's not acting very leadershiply or very orcly to do that, but we will address that on a different stream. I'm not addressing it under this one.
Yeah, but Green's not.
There probably will be some rebel splinter cells within the tribe that will want to.
Almost definitely, but I mean, that's
Challenge
something. That's something for your. Would Greenie think of that, or is Greenie's just trying to get them out of the area? It's got to be up to Greenie, not the player. Retaining this knowledge.
Greenie has average intelligence, so he's not thinking of the repercussions right now. He's thinking of how do we save the people here? How do we get them out of this area so they don't want to do further damage here? And how do we get out of the trouble that we're in?
Then, as Athar I would probably say to Greenie is, you need to call a council of your new people and express your goals and listen to their advice, because you're not the most smartest around. You're not the most articulate and cunning, so probably be best to take some advice from your own people, your new people.
Oh yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. But for the rest of the night, we drink, marry, and sleep.
Just as long as one of us doesn't end up awake next to an orc in the morning.
If it's all the same too, just to let you know, Greenie now holds the power to actually consummate to actually perform a marriage.
Oh, so that means Alaric.
Alaric, my friend, you want to get married?
Well, Mara, is it?
Not to me.
I know. I'm not.
Oh, jeez.
Mara, shall we?
Yeah, why not? Married by an orc leader that killed all the orcs that slaughtered my people. Yeah, let's go. Let's just do it.
I'm a nice,
good.
a good orc. Disregard the head. I was in character.
Yeah, fair enough.
I get the people of the village gathered together. Anyone have a good dress?
I think the orcs are covered in bloody armor. That's the best we've got, and there's no good dresses. I mean, there's actually
They
the 12 orc. There's your 12 orc wives, or mistresses actually did make her a orc dress, or what the orcs would wear during their marriage.
I give
Probably.
her. That sounds like this is the best we have. You look very nice.
I would like to let you guys know that in orc dress, she is topless.
Fuck.
Is there anything that Athar could conjure up to help with to make things a little more beautiful?
His cloak.
Yeah. So she's not
Right.
topless.
I guess Athar can sacrifice his cloak real quick to cover her up and make
No,
her.
That way, it's some orc-esque stuff with some human stuff, so that way it does look a little bit better.
No, so he gathers all the town folk. Here, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to celebrate the union of, what's your name?
Mara.
Mara and, I forgot, I'm really bad with the guys' names, so we only play twice a week, of Alaric, and holy matrimony and union. Do you, Alaric,
In the
take
name of
Mara to be your lawfully wedded wife? So help you God.
I do.
So help you, Yenna.
Yeah, so help you, Yenna. Do you, Mara, take Alaric to be your lawfully wedded husband? So help you, Yenna.
I do.
At this time, if anyone has what's the word, issue with this,
challenges.
please make your presence known. And as he says that, he just grabs his weapon and goes like, say something, I dare you.
Yeah, they're not saying nothing. And you notice that the orcs, and if any orcs are wearing helms, they're taking them off. they're all shaking their heads like, no.
I'm pretty sure that the orcs are probably also following his lead by lifting up their weapons, looking over and looking around.
He makes sure no one says anything. Okay, good. As he puts it down, he's like, all right.
They put theirs down too. You hear some clacking.
Now that that's over, Alaric, I now kiss the bride.
And they have a very passionate kiss. We are not going any further with this.
Yeah.
Now, booze everywhere. Second party. Hoo-yah.
There has been so you guys have we're gonna time skip for like 3 days. Because orcs know how to party. When they party, okay, so this is like a victory for them. Orcs are celebrating a new leader. Greeny's having a lot of issues going on right now. So, Alar got married. So, everyone's been drunk for about 3 days. Not everyone. You guys have not necessarily been drunk for 3 days. Mara has not necessarily been drunk, but all the orcs have been pretty much drinking and having a party for 3 days as they are celebrating their new leader.
I have a question.
Leading them.
I have a very good question, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Can we spike the mead and poison it?
Seriously?
We don't like orcs.
You're an orc.
But that would not be very lawful of you or very good of you.
Well, it's
Right.
also if anyone survives, your head will be on a stake.
That's true. Yeah, but no, tabletop is right. It's lawful. Lawful good. I wouldn't do that. Damn it. Character versus player.
I mean, and
No.
the thing is, the orcs are, even though they're lawfully evil, they're lining up with you.
That's true. They're lawful.
And they could aid us in the coming invasion, so...
That's why I said that if Greeny stays, he's able to alter the culture of the tribe and maybe be the unifying force to unify the whole tribe, or unify all the tribes.
Yeah, but as a player, I don't want to stop playing as Greeny, so no.
You don't have to. There are ways around it.
I just consider the idea, but okay, I won't force the idea on you.
I like the Greeny unifying all the tribes in the Badlands, but I don't want to stop playing as Greeny.
Fair enough. There is ways around it. That just takes better planning.
Yeah.
Greenie does have an idea. If we do want to go down a route like that, is we could have them try to integrate into Redwood and the surrounding community peacefully and make them lawkeepers.
Or they could help rebuild the village, the town that they destroyed.
Yeah, help rebuild Risendorph. But it's going to take a lot more than just the remaining residents of Risendorph. It's going to take towns nearby to help too.
Oh yeah.
And we can do this because the keep's not too far away.
Too bad you can't, as the king of this tribe, can't swear an oath of loyalty to the king of Evermore that would bind the tribe to the kingdom.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Actually, he probably could. It just may cause a civil war. Oh, and by the way, Greg says to Witch King's character, Alaric, congrats on the marriage.
No, so yeah, that is an idea. I like that idea, I thought. But let's do that after I had a little more respect. So the next morning he's going to roll around and he's going to gather with his friends and the council.
Concubines.
Not sure they can be amongst the council. Okay.
Well, one of you have a orc cleric, a follower of Gore, comes to you and says, "Sir, if we're going to help these humans rebuild, can we have our own church here? Will the humans allow us to have our own church here?"
I see no reason why not to have a church. Church is church.
Well,
Temple.
We're followers of Gore, and supposedly you are too, but supposedly you're also a follower of Yenna. Our gods do not line up. I'm afraid our presence here may be somewhat terrible.
Gore, not an evil god. He's a god of war. Not all wars are evil.
That is true.
Very true.
War is amoral. It is the intention of the war that is what makes it good or evil.
My smart friend said there. There's no problem a temple of Gore. The problem lies in acting upon violence.
Hey, Table, could there possibly be a human cult of Gore that isn't evil?
They're in the Forbidden Lands right now. Which means you may have to go look for them.
Yeah. Oh, so that is what Greenie says. War itself is not evil. It is the actions and intents of people who make it evil.
Fair enough. Unfortunately, he's got a rough intelligence of -1, so he's got a below average intelligence on. He hears what you're saying. Just does he understand it is a totally different question.
Fine.
No, but
so how about approaching this is, if Athar is permitted to, he would take out his sword and says, "Is the sword good or evil?"
He's gonna roll.
Go ahead.
He's gonna roll an intelligence check out how to answer that. A sword is a sword. It's not good or evil. It's the person wielding it. Unless you want to talk about, the sword.
Just your average everyday sword. Is the sword good or evil?
Oh, okay. So we're talking about this one on the table, not the sword. As he leans in.
No, just an everyday sword.
Okay. So not the sword of prophecy. Got it.
Yes. So is the sword good or evil? Is this sword here good or evil?
No, it's the person wielding it.
That is the same with war. War is just an action. It is an amoral action. It is the people who are fighting the war that determine whether it is a war for good or evil.
And we will fight on the side of good. That is the prophecy I have seen from Gore.
Cough, cough. He's lying to he's a fucking champion.
Okay. I see.
Unneeded violence is not necessary. Violence, when necessary, is appropriate.
Okay, so at this point, you've convinced the tribe is going to help rebuild Risendorph, and they're going to do it alongside any humans that come and help. And they do promise to protect the humans against any threats that may come this way.
I can kind of foresee Risendorf becoming a very powerful source of warriors for both orc and humans alike.
Greeny's also going to try and get some of them to go to Redwood, because Redwood's my home.
I'll see some guards and stuff at our stronghold.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too.
Yeah.
I would like our finest warriors to accompany to my home to act as guards. Also, I say we. I don't think
Might I suggest the moderately well-trained guards for our keep? I would maybe leave as a sign of good faith to the King of Evermore, have the best trained guards here to protect this borderland.
perfect. No, but I have another idea, as he's speaking with his fellow orc-like consultants, of uniting the entire Batlands under one banner.
I feel like this is the Game of Thrones.
Yep.
I mean, we are at the level where...
When you're dealing with politics, when isn't anything the Game of Thrones?
Yeah. So that's what he tells his men, is that taming the Badlands is a great idea. That way we can make a home for ourselves, but sadly I will not be going there, for I am needed here. So I would need people to act in my stead, as he looks over to his 12 concubines. 12 people who can lead, who they will follow in my stead.
Then we will lead, and we will conquer the Forbidden Lands. But we must also remember the history. Humans forced us into non-vegetation. Will we be open to trade?
Yes.
Then
The town of Risendorf, looking at the people who are here as well, the town of Risendorf, for their freedom, will openly trade with the clan Greyspear, and I will see if the town of Redwood will trade as well.
We can see if the King of Evermore is willing to make Risendorf a special protectorate of sorts, where both human and orcs can live side by side.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If
One of your mistresses approach and say, I'll be one of the... We will each lead a small band, and we will plan accordingly into our own battle ready. As you return with your... what do you call these people?
My compatriots. My
Compatriots.
battle My brothers in arms.
Ah, okay, that I understand. Okay, yes, your kin.
I'd also like...
You guys are now known and part of... Oh my god, we are all screwed up. We are going to take a quick pause here, everybody.
Oh, look at that! The elf decided to come from the...
Okay, so Shadow Wolf catching. Sorry, everybody. We were catching. I was changing all the screens, and we had to catch Colin up, who was our missing. Apparently, some misinformation here, but we told him what was going on. But yes, Colin, to catch Shadow Wolf about what happened was without that decapitation, it would have definitely lasted longer. So welcome back, everybody.
So presumably, then is that where we are now? So we're off to one side with Greenie just having one.
Yes.
Pretty much,
well,
yep.
we're talking politics right now.
Yeah,
so, but
it turns out your character was asleep for 3 days.
Yeah. No, so Greenie is going to go in good faith to his concubines who are obeying his orders. I will children have them
Concubines.
40.
Yes, he inherited the former king's concubines after he killed the former king.
It's orc culture. Everything that was that the person killed becomes yours, including their wives and children.
Fair enough. I was going to say, so we're on Arrakis then.
Huh?
So we're on Arrakis then.
Yeah. No,
So
so he's...
I'm saying it's happening in June. So, yeah, got you.
Because normally orcs, when they win, they kill the children regardless. He's going to say, in good faith, for you following my orders, I will let your children live to fight again, and to fight in my army when they are older.
Okay.
To honor their father's legacy. How do the concubines react to that?
Oh, they agree. Sorry. They agree.
Quite happily, I should imagine.
Yeah, but yeah, he's going to say that the builders of the tribe stay here to help rebuild Risendorph, but they take the majority of the fighting force back to the Badlands and conquer it in my name.
And that's what they do.
Ah. Oh, that was quick.
And for them to report back to need be, we can go to the Badlands. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's really not much to be had left, even in role-playing this.
Yeah.
So
Must have tripped up my head and banged my head.
I mean, all we can do is send a messenger to the king to let him know that we were successful without any loss of life, minus just the former king.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we could probably, you guys are probably getting ready to do that and send a messenger out. At this point in the game, even though it was relatively short and Colin did just make it here, but didn't miss out on the best parts. At this point, there is nothing else other than XP, because unfortunately there will be no third part to this. You guys pretty much conquered everything a little easier than I thought you would. However, I'd like to point out to the audience that Greenie did a very good once in a life, very easy critical, and because of the critical rules that I follow, he did 75% damage just to the head of the orc leader. When you do that, it's automatically decapitated because the borderline is 50% of HP loss. He did 75% HP loss from full health down to that. There was no wounds taken. Oh yeah. So because of that, that's how this ended up being so short. So
Greenie, you're the man.
It's very interesting that the games where we don't expect it to be long end up being long, and the ones that we expect to be long, they ended up being short.
Yes.
That keeps happening for some strange reason. All right, so at this point, Alaric is married.
When did that happen?
Just
a little while ago.
We'll let you know. We'll
So
fill you in.
what? Just like a little thing to throw out there out of character is, what if Greenie also officially adopted the former king's children as another sign of good faith to his concubines?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's taking them in as his own.
And actually, that satisfies. That does satisfy his goddess as well, Yenna, because Yenna is all about family.
Yeah, he's taking them in. He's taking the children in as his own. He's not marrying the wives, but he's taking them in as his own because he killed their father. So that's basically what he's saying when he said he's going to spare them. If you're sparing them, that means you're taking them in.
Orcs don't have a form of marriage. because
Yeah.
they follow Gore. Gore is all about strength and conquering. So if you can dominate 12 to 24 orc women, then those are the property of them.
Yeah.
This
And
is just becoming
not only
very
did he
un-PC
dominate,
stream.
not only did he dominate the one orc leader that had these 12 women, he dominated that orc leader by killing him. So now he is going to have to show a strength of force to these women, and he already has. So that's how that happened. Shadow Wolf, for some reason, was knocked out for 3 days and has decided to rejoin us. And Athar forgot to mention this too, that he had a vision of the Scourge.
Oh, I did. I mentioned some Lovecraftian style horror on its way to wipe us all out.
So this has taken. So if I remember, the last one I remember, we were about to go and charge into battle. So 3 days have passed since then.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a nice large party. You apparently passed out on the first orc ale that you were given.
Orc meat's too strong for you.
This wouldn't surprise me. I have history with this.
He does. We've already done this before. We don't even need to roll it. He's rolled and failed every single other time.
There's a reason I don't drink dwarf ale, and apparently orc ale's just as bad. I should have known better.
the orc stuff is worse.
It's kind of. I would say anything that orcs make is almost damn near like as dangerous as like concentrated moonshine. So. Yeah, one sip of that, Shadow's down.
Was this different? Yeah.
Athar is off to the side while the party is going, and an orc hands Shadow Wolf something, and he takes a sip, and Athar looks over and like, no, oh shit, he's down.
I know what it was. I probably bloody well tripped up.
Well, I've got to start issuing XP, everybody. So at this point, we are going to say goodbye to our audience. Colin, since you didn't get a chance to say hi, would you like to say a hi and a goodbye real quick?
Bye.
And also state who you were playing. That you since you've only been here for almost 10 minutes, that's it.
I was playing it. I was an extremely comatose Shadow Wolf the elf. Apparently.
All right, SpartaChris, what do you got going on? Anything you want to say some goodbyes here?
Nothing planned so far. So have a nice day, everyone.
All right, Witch King.
I'm the Witch King of Samra, and I hope you enjoyed this short session. We'll see you next time, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, and Tobey.
Thanks for tuning in. Great time. Hell yeah, we survived.
That's an understatement, but okay.
Oh, maybe I should start missing more streams.
My name's Tabletop Junkie, and I had the pleasure of hosting this. There wasn't really much planned. They went around all my plans. They're gonna get some bonus points for that, but unfortunately, they do suffer the consequences of not killing everybody. So we're gonna see what the XP handles, and we'll go from there.
Let's leave a question then, Tabletop. Do we still have something for next week? Because we're expecting to finish this next week, won't we?
We do actually. We do. And yeah, but that's not going to be mentioned to the audience. You guys can tune in.
Fine. That's okay.
Tune into my channel next Friday for a very special stream that is going to be, well, not really special for you guys, special for us because we get to actually return to it before the end of the year, it turns out, and we are going to be playing Call of Cthulhu. So
excellent.
Tune into that. Other than that, everyone have a great
night. That was a Lovecraftian monster you had a vision of then.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I'll explain that more behind scenes. Technically, it was a vision of Earth. All right, everyone have a great night.
Good night, folks.